check your motives. It's really time to check your motives. And it's important that we do that because the next step, the next door, the next level, that God wants to take us on. It's important that our motives they line up with Him. It's important that our motives that they line up with God's will and His direction, and it lines up with His purpose. It's very, very, very important, that we check our motives so that they are in tune with God and that they are in tune with the rhythm and the beat of God. And we have to make sure that our motives are checked because, sometimes, as a human being, as a person, in our hearts, we feel that it's right. We feel that our motives are right. We feel like we have the right intentions. We feel like, that we're lined up, in the correct way, and that we're doing everything, the way that God, wants us to do. So we feel good and we feel confident, and we feel right, but we have to make sure that we check ourselves. And we have to make sure that we dig deep and we have to, get down to the root of things, and we have to make sure that we cast down the things that do not belong, the thoughts and the desires and the pleasures and the things that try to hold on to us. We have to make sure that we check our motives, and we have to release that thing, and we have to let that go, and we have to get rid of it, because if we don't, then it's a bad position and a bad place for us to be in, because we're not walking in the will, we're not walking in the plan, we're not walking in the purpose. We begin to walk according to what we are, what we want to do, and that's not a good place to be in, especially in moving into this next direction and moving into this next level that God wants to take us in. So we have to make sure that we check our motive right now. We have to check it right now, and we have to begin to ask ourselves these questions in order for us to check our motives. We have to ask ourselves, is what I'm doing, am I doing it for the good of others? Am I doing it for the good of God? Or am I doing it because it's something that I want to do to get self-recognition or to get self-pleasure out of it? Ask yourself, would I still do this, what God called me to do, or would I still move in the direction of what God has called me to do if I wasn't getting if I didn't get recognized, if I didn't get any recognition, if I didn't get looked at, if I didn't get praised or didn't get applause, would I still be doing this? If you got to ask yourself, is there, an underlying desire, behind what it is that you're doing? Are you doing it, because it makes you feel good instead of others?